Afternoon.
This is like the 4th or 5th time or so.
Yeah, regular, man.
Yeah, man. See, this shows how much you've been working.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how many times you sit down with an artist? 4 or 5 times when they're offering a project.
Yeah.
You know? So we're obviously going to talk about the single, Us, right? It seemed like it came out of nowhere, you know. So remind me back about when you actually thought about creating a track, and actually did you immediately think that this should be one of the future releases that you'll put out?
It was pretty much, yeah, it was, we were actually creating on the vibe of, let's try and create the next single. Like, not let's try and create the single, let's create the next single, because there's a bag of music, it's just what's gonna go next. But we said more than just creating a single, let's try and create a timeless piece of art in terms of the message. You know, everyone talks about everything else apart from what we're supposed to talk about 80% of the time. I'm just saying, let's try and do it in a way that is still, you know, it's still vibrant, it's still edgy, but you can get something from it. That was that one thing. And then Parker loaded up a skeleton for a beat, which was the Us skeleton, where you had some drums going on, a couple of things going on, and we was at Cass's house, and we said, this is crazy. So what we started doing is thinking of the structure of the tune, and then thinking about how we could take that tune and make it not just have guitars on it so it's got that rock element, but make it something that's effective more than it just being, okay, like let's get some drums, some synth sounds and some guitar on it. We wanted to make it all round on the scale of everything is what it needs to be. And in terms of the message, it's like, we're in a time where everyone wants to be so left, whatever, you know, and that's cool. But I'm like on the thing of how do we go forward moving together? Because it happens everywhere else apart from here. How can I approach you and approach everyone else without feeling, you know, like awkward, or feeling like, you know, your team's your team and my team's my team? Like, where is the love? Like, and I felt like that's an important and more than important, an emotional subject, and I feel like I'll be the first one to kind of throw the first punch for that one and be like, let's do this. And that would have just built the bridge for anything else that I wanted to do after that, because I'm telling you, I'm not here to just sing about this. I'm here for a purpose. I want us to get some engagement out of what I'm saying for all of us. And in terms of the visuals, it was more of the thing of like, the word says it all, us. As opposed to me just singing in front of the camera, let everyone that's going to be in the casting, you take the spotlight, you sing it, you do it. That's why we've done it like that, in terms of it is about us. And that's where we got your Crept and all the rest of the guys, Miss D, and like, yeah, I just thought it would be different, as opposed to just standing in front of the thing singing about us. I'm singing about us, but I'm singing on my own. Nah, we need everyone to take part of this. So whatever you do, let's think about us, lift yourself up, and that's where I was going with it. So on an all-round basis was like, I feel confident with the music, because of the music is not just your urban, what they like to call us, and it's not just your pop, it's like pop fusion. And there's only 2 genres of music, which is good and bad anyway. So it's like, this is the one, you know, because I could have brought out a Time After Time then, or something like that, that's going to just mean nothing about nothing right now. But I felt like, nah, if I talk about something that you don't really hear about, you might want to listen for a sec, and then you might gauge. And that's how that whole thing came about. Yeah,
it separates itself from the marketplace.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you listen to the song, there's a message. Like the actual lyrics, there's a message. It's to trigger a response.
Yeah, it's like, what is your point of this song? What did you get? What was the moral of the story? Not just, right, that's I'm sick, and he said some sick things about it, but what did you mean by that?
And the visuals, like, I think probably visually is probably your most creative piece. Yeah, the way it's been done. So you had some people behind it, so were you hands-on in that process, or?
Well, I'm always hands-on. It's like all our videos, we shoot them ourselves. We got a production team. Well, I wouldn't say production team. We just got a team, and we've got our own label called Parallel, and we do movies, photography, even cooking. You get me? And we do music, writing. It's just a young team that consists of just, you know, talented people, and that's what we're about, talent. And the whole Parallel Pictures thing is like me, Casa, Paul, which is an incredible, amazing young director, video, whatever you call that stuff. He's crazy at that, and I don't know. It's just like the whole team. Everything that we've ever done is like, okay, let's get together. These days we're gonna think about what we're gonna do. We're gonna think about what they can gauge out of it, as opposed to just being another video, and make it exciting. I'm fed up of seeing things as well, and I'm listen. You see me? I like to watch things and I look things and I'm like, tell me what I'm doing wrong so I can lift me up and make me think. But when I tell you, please be the same, like, but it's positive criticism, and I feel like we should bounce off each other like that. You don't have to like. It's like, maybe try this or try that. Just be open-minded, and that's what we are. That's why I love my team, because like, you know, if I'm, even though as like sometimes as hands-on as I'd love to be, sometimes if it's not right, Cass would easier say, all you have to do is, bruv, do you really want to do that? And that already means to me that's not the right thing you want to do. Do you get it? But it's so in a positive way, and he can make me understand. It's just 1, 2, 3 really.